When your clients are savvy fashion designers,
What fabric is that?
that's a linen. Taking on their entire main floor is going to be interesting. Let's go crazy. But our stunning old world European design
Sold.
might actually stun the homeowners.
My heart is racing.
Nadine and Jacques want a living room, dining room where they can work, watch TV, and entertain. The problem is right now, the space isn't working for any of these things. So we're gonna change all of that.
This house is from 1886. We purchased it 3.5 years ago.
I would describe my style as more French, gravitate towards things that are antique and European looking.
I, on the other hand, gravitate towards the Italian style, which I think is more neoclassical, more cozy, let's say. We're designers of men's shirts, and they're all entirely organic.
Yeah, we source fabric that was ecologically friendly and that was certified organic. Being eco-friendly is something that we really truly believe in every part of our life. Since we design shirts, people would think that it would be easy for us to, design our house, but we don't know what furniture goes together, so that's where we're really stuck.
I love the color, I love the chandelier.
Thank you.
So you really want a space for entertaining.
When we have guests over for dinner, they come over, we have a beautiful dinner, we cook up a feast, and then all of a sudden, they take off because there's nowhere else to go.
Runaway guests are just not acceptable. So I'm reining in Christian and Julia to help devise an eco-friendly plan that'll keep dinner parties going all night long. Hi. I was just telling Christian about the layout of Nadine and Jacques. Yeah. They produce organic men's shirts.
Oh.
So with an eco business, they want a green makeover at home too.
Oh, nice.
They have this big server, which is gorgeous.
We went to the store and we loved it so much, we both sat on it until the store closed. And
Sat on it like...
Sat on it, literally sat on it like that. Yeah, until the store closed so nobody would take it because I needed a night to think about it. Literally, I needed a night to think about it. So then the next morning we went in and we picked it up. But, I mean, all jokes aside, yeah, we really like it. It's functional, it stores so much stuff in there.
You walk into the space and boom, you hit this server. So I think that we move it to the other side of the room. They currently have a dining table here, but I think they need a round one, which will fit better in the space.
Yes.
What do you think of being inspired by these Louis XVI chairs and getting another set for around the table?
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Here's the domino effect. We have to move the table to the center. That means the light fixture has to move. That means you've got to repair the ceiling. And there's a couple more repairs, Christian.
Okay.
Yes.
What's that?
You have this interesting podium back here.
The mystery box of the house.
Yeah,
It could be plumbing. I think that this is something that Christian will have to look at.
okay.
I mean, we could put a statue here.
Maybe,
A
I don't...
David?
Yeah, David by
Maybe.
Michelangelo,
Maybe.
yes, yeah, but...
But people trip on it, so
Especially
it'd be
after
great
dinner.
if it kind of disappeared.
I'll have to cut a hole in it and have a look
Yeah.
what's in there.
Well, if you cut a hole in it, it's an easy repair, right?
Right.
Okay.
So just do the hole, have a look.
Let's
If it-
go crazy.
Yeah, okay.
You walk into the entrance of the house and you see the original baseboards, and so the baseboards then shrink right down. We need to have more substantial baseboards.
Definitely.
Yeah. We're going to sell their existing sofa because it's a black leather sofa.
It looks like it's from a bachelor pad or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that.
You want it? So typical.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you love this television? Okay.
This is probably one of the biggest challenges for us in the room.
Yeah.
The TV was placed here. I thought at the time we thought it would maybe look good.
Yeah.
We've had a challenge with hiding the wires for a really long
Major.
time.
There's such a big dilemma, these televisions in the living rooms, but it's not a formal living room, so we could
I
leave it in.
acknowledge it's not a formal living room and they watch television in the space. They do everything in the space. So
Okay,
I'm willing to work with the television.
good.
I don't love the television, but if you go down below, they have this really beautiful burled wood bowl.
We got that actually in Bali.
Yeah.
Again, I guess it's the rustic part of us that comes
Yeah.
out. It's yeah,
It's
neat.
actually a tree that had fallen.
Right.
Yeah.
And they saved it or salvaged it by making a bowl out of it. We thought
think-
that was really neat.
I'd like to find more of those bowls that have that rustic feeling.
I'm sure we can find something that's similar to
Yeah.
that.
And local.
And local.
And local. These doors are just, they're gorgeous. They're not finished. They need to be painted. I'd love to see 2 drapery panels flanking either side so that you're drawn right to that space.
Something solid or more patterned.
I think a solid, like maybe in keeping with their clothing line, that organic cotton. So
Okay.
an organic cotton, a linen, a silk. These fabrics are beautiful.
Yes, they're actually, most of them are really new.
This is old world, but there's a modern feel to it. So I think you've really encapsulated what we want to do in the space. We have come up with a great plan to create a comfortable, entertaining area for Nadine and Jacques. Entertaining starts in the dining area, so a new layout is going to create better flow for fabulous dinners. We're sourcing a vintage table for our eco-savvy pair since they're all about reusing. The floor is in bad shape, so we're hunting for new wood floors in an antique finish for this historical home. Limited seating is a thing of the past. We're layering in a ton of comfy spots for lounging, along with an oversized upholstered ottoman. And those 2 antique chairs that they love? I'm going to take my design inspiration from them. They're just looking a bit spindly in front of the fireplace, so I'm going to move them in front of the patio doors. Nadine and Jacques are eco-friendly designers whose century-old house has some modern-day issues. You have this interesting podium back here.
The mystery box of the house.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is take their existing baseboards and build them up so they look like the original ones in the house. Those are almost a foot.
Yeah, they're about 9.5 inches.
Okay, foot minus 3 inches.
Sure.
2.5.
Here's something that's very much like what's existing, right? But this one,
Oh, shy.
yeah, almost 2 inches shy.
Shy by 2 inches. What about adding like a little piece on the top, like something over here in this department?
And build it up on the top, but it's still not really tall enough.
And I'm thinking too, it starts to get really ripply along the top of the profile.
We'll build up something underneath it,
Okay.
you know?
This is nice.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at one of these. Almost 9 inches.
See, and I like that this almost looks like the original baseboards.
When that's all painted, it'll be seamless. It's gonna look like good old Regal baseboard.
Do you want me to just grab a few now?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, let's get started. This is the fun part of the process, when you get to see all of the samples, the floor plan. We've changed things up.
Wow.
We're leaving the sofa in the same spot. We're just gonna change it.
Nice.
Okay.
What fabric is
Yeah.
that?
That's a linen. Linen has been around, as you know.
Yeah.
You know all about fabric.
Hundreds of
Yes.
years.
Hundreds of years. It's a natural fabric, and I think it wears beautifully.
We both love linen and we use it a lot in our work.
Yeah.
And it would be great to incorporate it into a house, into a sofa.
I'm very happy. This would be the ottoman fabric,
Oh, that's neat.
and I
Wow.
think we would tuft. These 2 squares here, they're cube ottomans, and I thought that that would be a nice place for guests to perch when they were coming over, just to have like a glass of wine. This would be the fabric, I think, for those 2 cube ottomans.
Wow, this is also really, really nice.
Pillow fabrics.
Love turquoise. Love the accent colors.
I always love looking at fabric with fabric people
Beautiful.
for your patio door windows.
Wow. This is gorgeous, like the drapery with the
Yeah.
burgundy. I appreciate that. I really do.
So what do you think?
There's different textures and different feels, but they really kind of act as a family still.
That's neat, huh? Different.
That's really neat.
I'd make a shirt out of this, actually.
I love it. I love it. Well, maybe we'll save the scraps for Jacques. But before the shirts get made, an ottoman is underway. Tufting's a tough job, but well worth it for a classic design. And speaking of classics, Julia's shopping for dining chairs to reference their existing antique ones. Exciting times.
Yeah.
Baseboards are coming out.
That's right, getting prepped for the new floor.
See, I'm not so worried about the baseboards. I know they're going to look gorgeous. I'm concerned about the television. If you lower it, you're only going to be able to lower it by 3 inches.
Right. To be sitting on the couch and see the TV comfortably, probably want the bottom of the TV at about 40 inches.
I can put it on a cabinet on this side of the mantel.
It's about that kind of space there, right? I like this spot.
Sold. Moving on.
Okay.
How about this spot here?
Yeah, this is curious. From looking in the basement, I don't see any ductwork or any
Yeah.
plumbing. But what I want to do is cut a little hole in it and have a little inspection.
Looks like the end of an old drain that must have been in here.
Can you cap that? Or
Yeah, we can replace that with a smoother, smaller elbow, and we'll make this a lot smaller. We should still be able to get this flush.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hi, guys. I got
Let
the
me take
floor
this.
samples.
I love all of them.
Well, these have been pre-finished in a really sort of oaky, smoky tone.
Yeah.
And then the engineer has a bit more of a formal sheen to it.
So tell me which one you like the best.
I love this one.
100% is my first choice. I just think this has a bit of an old world European look for them.
Sold. Good. That was easy.
Nadine and Jacques are seasoned eco experts,
We both love linen and we use it a lot in our work.
so the pressure's on with their main floor makeover. Ray Prince knows how to work a chainsaw to turn waste into wooden gems. Nadine and Jacques love the reclaimed wood bowl that they picked up in their travels, but I didn't have to travel far to find locally made ones that are just as special.
What inspires me is finding another beautiful piece of wood somewhere that I say, aha, what can I do with that?
What are you working on here?
Well, this is a sour cherry bowl. This wood is actually what we call spalted. It's started to actually rot.
It's amazing that the rot is what produces the beauty in the bowl.
Very often that's the case, yes.
Oh,
Here's
this is all the
some-
wood for your bowls?
Well, this is wood I've collected here and there, you know. This and this are burls. A burl is a lump that grows on a tree, has very distorted grain. When working with burl, I try to bring out the natural beauty of the wood, and it does have considerable natural beauty.
I absolutely love this bowl, and I think I'm definitely going to take this. It will work beautifully in Nadine and Jacques' space. Your work is just incredible.
Thank you very much.
From beautiful wood pieces to pieces that have seen better days. Old floors are history. And that mystery plinth is out of here. Looks like a milkshake, but it's actually milk paint. We found a great piece to hold the TV, and on porous wood, milk paint won't chip or peel. Moving a ceiling medallion isn't as painful a job as most people think. Or is it?
Oh, are you okay, Medusa?
But not to worry, our electricians survived without a scratch. The new smoky walnut floors have been laid, and they are really widening the room. We laid them on a horizontal instead of a vertical because we didn't want the space to feel like a bowling alley. We also extended the floors all the way to the front door, and that gives us much better flow in the space. Hi, Christian.
Hey, Sam.
You've got the baseboards.
Yeah, just a few of them. There's more in the truck. I really wanted to paint them before I install them. Just way easier than kneeling down, and I don't have to worry about spilling on the floor.
Very clever. It's a good tip. All right, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Okay, I'll get to it. Before I get started on this project, I just wanted to cover a few basic principles for baseboard assembly. There's 3 parts: a square stock, a top cap, and then some kind of shoe molding, typically a quarter round like this. In this case, what we've decided to do is use the original baseboard as a top cap and build it up with another piece of square stock. When I removed the baseboards, I numbered them so I knew where to put them back. What I need to do is cut this flat stock to fit. Now, sometimes you'll run into a section of floor that's not level. You have a gauge for what's level, and then I use my pencil. I'm just gonna scribe effectively the profile of the floor. So now I know to cut this part out right here. Right, let's see how that fits. My last couple of steps are just to get some painter's caulking in the top gap between the baseboard and the wall and in the inside corner. But first I have to work my way around the room, and then it's gonna have a really major impact here.
Nadine and Jacques' limited seating meant losing their guests.
They really take off. Like, yeah, quick.
But our lush, planet-friendly plan is going to change all that, and we're finally bringing in the seats. How high to hang the drapery rod can be completely nerve-wracking. You want to create the visual illusion of height, you want to enhance your windows, and if you hang the rod at the wrong height, what happens is you make the ceiling seem lower and the room can feel claustrophobic. Thanks, Christian. Generally, the rule is to hang your drapes at the crown molding or at the ceiling height. But in this case, we have too much distance from the top of the window trim to the ceiling. We actually have 28 inches. So what would happen is, if we hung it up here, your eye would directly zone in onto all of the exposed wall, and it would look like we were trying to cover a mistake. So what we've done is we've hung it right in the middle at 14 inches. When it comes to the drapes, the most commonly asked question is how long should they be? So in this case, we have a 1 to 2 inch puddle. The reason why I like that is because it's forgiving if you have uneven floors. If we wanted a more modern application, we would have the drapes just kissing the floors. If you're gonna do that, you almost want someone to hem them on site, and you wanna make sure that those floors are perfectly even. What you never wanna do is have drapes that are too short. It reads like pants that are too short and not on purpose. Nadine and Jacques won't have to worry about guests that dine and dash anymore. We reused, recycled, and refreshed, and brought in all the best eco fabrics for our fashionistas to give them that chic European flair.
Wow. Whoa. That's amazing. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's beautiful.
Yeah?
It is stunning. It is stunning. Wow. Look at the chairs. Amazing.
This is like, I mean.
Look at the floor. Whoa.
This is,
You guys
it's a dream, like it's a dream. Like, so amazing what she was able to do in such a small space. It really brings it to life. It makes it easy to entertain. It flows. Over here now it's like.
I love that this is moved over here instead of over here because it's a lot better flow through now.
Right. Even though we put in a bench, you can still pass through easily because you don't have a big blocky piece, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we found you a vintage table, had it painted.
Beautiful.
This is
Because there are
gorgeous.
several wood tones in the room, and I didn't want it to get too woody.
Yeah,
For lack
yeah.
of, you know, there's the wood on the floors, there's the wood on the frame of the chairs, the sofa, and your sideboard. Remember you had that large wood bowl that you picked up on one of your travels to Bali? We were inspired by it. We went to an Artisan. This is a wood-turned bowl from local trees that are felled in the city.
We love the wooden bowl. It's made out of reclaimed wood. It's part of the 3 R's, right? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So you can't get better than that. Look, it's gone.
Oh,
It's
the pedestal. The pedestal is gone. Wow, that really opens up the space a lot.
I won't trip anymore.
So now this is really an area for entertaining and for you to work and watch television. Everything that you need to do, you can do in this space.
The TV finally down from above the fireplace just makes a huge improvement to
Yeah.
the room. Our wires are finally gone.
No more wires. We got your new sofa, much more in keeping with your style. Same linen is on the dining chair, so that way your eye kind of links back and forth.
It just ties in with the room better. It's smaller, and it looks a lot more comfortable.
Did we just randomly overlook these? Because these are. Yeah, this is like perfect.
So can you imagine you've got 2 people sitting in your Louis chairs, 2 people sitting on the cubes, 3 people perching on the sofa.
So people now are actually gonna stay.
Yeah,
People are
exactly.
now gonna stay and sit back and relax, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't slip off like this like I used to.
The baseboards. This part of the baseboard here That is your original, the flimsy ones that
No
were
way.
installed. Christian salvaged your baseboards. Then he added in another piece.
I love that you reused what we already had.
Yeah.
The drapes are stunning. They're beautiful.
These are silk. And again, you know your fabrics very well, but you know that silk biodegrades, it's compostable.
Oh, did you-
But these are gonna last a long time. We had them lined so they don't get holes in them, the sun doesn't burn them out.
Okay. The color, I think, of the drapes are beautiful, as well as the accent on the burgundy side of things. I think those make such a difference.
These are all the pieces that we love, but just couldn't pull it together for
Right.
the full story.
Stunning. This is just,
Great job.
Awesome.
Thank you.
This is
so
just-
much.
You're welcome. You're
it's
so cute.
everything we like. Thank you, Sam. This is like
This
everything
is-
we wished for. All the aspects of fabrics and the construction and the layout and the design. As designers ourselves, we really appreciated all the work that goes behind that. We couldn't have asked for anything better, really.
Whether they're throwing a party or entertaining from home, Nadine and Jacques now have a sophisticated and inspiring space with a touch of old world that they can call their own.
Oh my God, like oh my God, like oh my God, this also matches this. Like, this is so neat. I wish I could stop my heart thumping so I can express what I'm seeing. And it's like brain to place, like it's just insane.